Hey, what's happening, Disney reviews? Me, the Guy01, and welcome back to our Batman Arkham City walkthrough. In the last episode, what did we do? We disabled all the jammers, the signal jammers. We got into the museum, and we met a police officer, and we found out that Penguin is holding a bunch of officers hostage within the museum. So that is our new objective right now, to save all the officers. So remember last time I was talking about how this next part of the game is very kind of important to me, or has a lot of significance for me. Wait a minute. Hey! Are you kidding me? You're not to save. Dinosaur. There we go. Alright. Let's try this again. And there's that jump scare again.
He's wearing body armor. I'll need to unleash a series of quick, focused attacks to penetrate his defenses.
How you guys doing? Oh no, you don't. Hey. Ooh. Good night. Alright, I guess we're getting this cutscene again. It's not even really a cutscene, these are more just conversation scenes. It's not like true cutscene. How you doing, Jones?
You're safe for now.
Thank God.
You may want to hold off on thanking him until after you've answered my question. Who are you?
Sorry, man. I'm a cop. Gordon sent us in here. I'm from the 13th precinct, part of the strike team. Been in here since the beginning.
If Gordon sent you, you'll know the code.
Oh, yeah. He said, oh, man, what was it?
The code. Now.
It's Sarah. He said to tell you the code is Sarah.
That's something I kind of wanted to talk about.
Elvis Jones.
Gordon always said he planned on sending your team in.
He wanted to know what was going on in here. I guess we found out. There were 10 of us. Hopefully, still are.
That was kind of something I wanted to bring up, kind of why,
Stay here. If the rest of your team
why is the code Sarah? Like, why is that the code? And I think it's the name of Gordon's wife, or his first wife. If I remember correctly, I think that was the name of his first wife. Was Sarah. Alright, so this next part, again, like I said last time, this next part of the game, like I said, holds a lot of significance for me. And I think it's this next cutscene when we first enter the gladiator pit, where that video I watched, because like I said in the last one, the reason this whole this next part of the game holds a lot of significance for me is because the first gaming video I ever watched was covering this part of the game. From there I watched the rest of his Arkham City series, which got me not only super into this game, but super into Batman as general. That series made me the Batman fan I am. And you know, watching K-Ring got me into video games like I am now. But this part of the game also holds some other significance for me. And I'll tell that story as we go. Yeah, this is it. This is the...
I could use a remote-controlled batarang to trigger switches that are out of reach.
Well, that's smart. The reason this part of the game also holds significance for me is mainly because you know, K-Wing series. You know, watching those videos, like I said, got me really into this game. And I didn't have this game, so naturally after watching the series, I really wanted this game. But at the time of watching it, I didn't have the console that could play it. It was really only out on PS3, the Xbox 360, and on PC. And I didn't have any of those. So, something's going on. Someone's waiting for something. Hello, boys. Ooh. Well, that's not good.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. Show 'em what we got.
Uh-oh.
So, Batman, you here for the cops, the Iceman, or me?
All of the
I
above.
was only here for Freeze and the hostages. But now, I'm taking you down too.
Ooh, aren't you scary?
You're about to find out.
Am I really?
Don't smoke, kids.
I'm what you might call a collector. If someone wants it, I like to think I've got it. And if I don't have it, I'll get it. So here's the thing. Back there I've got a cabinet with your name on it, just waiting to be duped. And, as luck would have it, here you are, standing just where I want you. So, what do you think? Are you gonna be a good boy and give up nicely?
You're not giving orders here anymore, Cobblepot.
I was hoping you'd say that. Look around you. This horrible bunch of psychopaths are all begging to join up with me. But unfortunately for them, I only take the best. And today, best means whoever can kill you. Come on out, lads. It's initiation time.
Alright, showtime. Alright, so, this will actually be pretty easy because, you know, I'm fighting and this fight scene takes a while, so I can talk a bit more. So yeah, after watching, you know, K-Wing series, I got really into Batman Arkham City. And of course I wanted the game because it looked awesome. And, you know, I never really watched anything on, like, video games. That was the first time I really ever watched, like, a full playthrough. Ow. And I never really got into, you know, wasn't really up to date on games. You know, because at that time the only console I had was the Wii, and I only had like.
You weren't supposed to do that, Batman.
Man,
You're forcing me to bring out the big gun.
Penguin's a sharpshooter. Uh-oh. It's beautiful.
Oh, he doesn't look happy to see you, Batman. Good luck.
Well, this isn't good. Alright. Hello. Oh, no, you don't. Where are you going? 1, 2, 3. Beat him down. Get him. Charge! Oh, jeez. Look out. Obtain shockwave. Go. He's like my own personal tank. Ow. Uh-oh, run. You guys might want to get out of the way, because I don't think he's going to care if he hits you if it means getting to me. Alright, come on, charge. There you go. Ow. You're supposed to actually hit me, dude. Ow! 1, 2, 3. Alright, you need to back off. There we go. Good night. That was fun. Actually did pretty good at that.
I found Penguin.
And Mr. Freeze, have you located the cure yet?
Not yet. The situation is worse than I thought. Penguin has a supply of the Titan formula.
He's got what? How do you get Titan off Arkham Island?
Hi, Oracle.
What's going on here? Your suit's bio readings are spiking.
Nice of you to join us, Oracle. Alfred, bring Barbara up to speed.
Of course.
But
I'll be in touch.
Oracle, you can't just drop in on conversations like that. Have I taught you anything? Actually, I probably did teach you to drop in on conversations like that. Alright, Alright, let's see. Trying to remember how to do this. I think throw this up here. Is there a box down here? There it is. There we go. So yeah, continue with my kind of story. Yeah, so I only had the Nintendo Wii at this point, and this is about late 2012, late 2013 maybe. So yeah, so I only had the Nintendo Wii, and I only had like a few games on it. I had like Wii Sports, which, you know, everyone had Wii Sports, and I had Lego Batman 1, and I believe I had Lego Batman 2. Yeah, I had Lego Batman 2 also, I believe. And that was really it. That was all I had. So with, you know, Arkham City, I was like, well, I need a new console, and thankfully Christmas was approaching, so that was kind of my main request, to get a console that could play Batman Arkham City, and that was either going to be the 360 or PS3. And of course, Christmas morning, I saw this big box, I opened it up, and there was my Xbox 360 inside. And I was like, yay! My mom was like, I hope I got the right thing. I was like, oh yeah, this would work. And then she said, no, I mean the game. And I said, what do you mean? She said, well, I saw 2 Batman games there, and I couldn't remember exactly which, I couldn't remember which one it was. So I got one, and I hope this is the right one. And I opened the package, and I saw Batman Arkham Asylum. She got Batman Arkham Asylum instead of City. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that was going to crush me. Yeah, I better back away from this. Boom goes the dynamite. She had grabbed Arkham Asylum, not City. And she's like, oh, I hope that's the right one. I was like, oh, that's not the right one, but I'm so happy. And she's like, oh, good. Because I was like, okay, I'm totally fine with that. This is Arkham Asylum. This is the original. And, you know, I was legitimately happy with that. Because I never really watched stuff on Arkham Asylum. Or at least not at that point I hadn't. I had watched a little bit, kind of like, I knew the basics of it. I knew how, you know, the whole game was about Joker taking over the asylum. And all that. And how a lot of stuff from that game, you know, carried over into this one. I knew about the Titan formula and all that first appeared in that game. And I was fine with that. Now, when I first got the 360, I also got a couple other games with it. 2 Kinect games. It was like Kinect Adventures, and then Star Wars Kinect it was. Along with Arkham Asylum. I think those games just came with the 360. I think at least the Kinect Adventures did. because there was also Connect Sports one that I got, and I think those two games, the Connect Adventures and Connect Sports, came with the 360, and then later I got Star Wars Connect games. So that morning I didn't actually play Arkham Asylum until later that night, because that morning, we opened all our presents and then we went to my grandparents' house where we would do more presents. So that morning I mainly spent setting up my Xbox account, and we played Connect Adventures for a bit before heading to my grandparents' house. And then from there, later that night, once we came back, I put in Arkham Asylum and began to play it. And my whole family was around the TV, kind of watching it, because, like I said, we never really played any of those realistic looking games. We were used to Wii Sports and the graphics of that game. We were used to the graphics of Lego Batman. So watching that first opening cutscene of Batman driving in the Batmobile with Joker in the seat, bringing him into Arkham Asylum, I always remember my dad going like, "Holy crap, it looks so real." And back then it was incredible to see that for the first time. And it still holds up, but it's not the most realistic thing in the world. But back then, seeing that for the first time, it was crazy. Ow. Hey.
Stay where I can see you, Batman. You wouldn't believe the fight the old snowman put up. Still, I got what I wanted. That's all that matters.
Uh-oh.
Hold still, boy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
When you're done in here, feel free to join me in the Iceberg Lounge so I can kick your ass again.
Will do.
Enjoy the popsicle.
Funny how the one he shot at me only got my arm. Oh yeah, so spoiler, but another jump scare is coming up. But we're gonna save that for the next episode because I kind of want to finish my story. Yeah, I see you. It's nice seeing all this again, because like I said, I'm used to kind of what the game looks like after you finish the story, and this area doesn't look the same after a while. Pretty much all the ice is gone, and yeah, it's just funny seeing it again. It's also funny because I don't have the zip line anymore, so I have to do this legitimately, because afterwards, whenever I come back here, I just use a zip line to go from area to area. I don't actually have to do this legitimately, and I'm not looking forward to that because it's scary. But yeah, so going back to that whole first night of playing Arkham Asylum, it was really fun. I played it for hours that first night, and I never really got far in Arkham Asylum. The whole time I was kind of just playing it until I got Arkham City, because that's the one I really wanted. So I played it for a few days, and I never got that far. I'm not sure how far I got. The main thing I remember is I beat Zaz. So when Zaz has that hostage, I remember taking down that hostage. And I think I got to one boss fight with someone who had Titan. Like a Titan formula, or maybe that was just a video, but I feel like I remember doing a fight with someone with Titan. But anyway, to finish my story, about a few days later after Christmas, I went shopping, kind of like that post-Christmas shopping, because when you get that Christmas money, you can buy a few things. So I went to Toys R Us, RIP, and I picked up Arkham City. And then when I got home, my mom saw it, I was like, oh my god. When I went to get it, that was the first one I picked up. And then I saw the other one and wasn't sure which one it was, so I put it back and got the other one. So this is kind of that classic, should have gone through gut instinct. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, make sure to all the time. Stay tuned for Versus, Guy01 and Batman signing out. Bye guys.